This is the European Open. We are 42 minutes into the equity trading day here in Europe. Now, X5, Russia's leading food retailer, has reported third quarter income which beats analyst estimates. Shares rose as much as 9% on the results, but are still down more than a quarter this year. With a four-day run of gains in one of Europe's best performing indices this year, does this mark a turning point for the stock? Joining us now is Svettlana Demyashkevich, CFO at X5 Retail Group. Svetlana, really good to have you with us here on the London set. Welcome. You're in London, actually,
Hello.
to present, X5 strategy to investors. What are you going to be telling them about your strategy?
Yes, we're having a Capital Markets Day today, and being the largest food retailer in Russia, we still believe that there is quite a big room for growth on the market because modern retail is at 70% market share of total food retail, and in developed countries usually it's 90–95%. So we still believe that that there is a space for development, for organic M&A, and for just opening where the places of traditional retailers usually are. Also, we know that top 5 modern retailers account for only 24% market share of retail of the market. So usually in developed countries, the share is more than 50%. At the same time, we want to ensure that our growth is healthy and efficient. So we take all the measures to be efficient in our processes, in operations, to develop our technology, to implement our technology, to be the best, to have the best value proposition for our customers. That's the target. So that's why we develop big data. We opened our online in Moscow and St. Pete. In Перекресток, and we believe that there are great prospects for development for us.
Svetlana, I wonder, what is your main customer base? I look at your website and I see new stores, fresh produce. It looks like more of a high-end clientele. You're doing food drives where you donate a lot of food through programs like Baskets of Kindness. Do you have kind of the higher end, what an American would consider like a Whole Foods client?
Within X5 Retail, we have 3 formats. The first format is Peterочка, it's proximity stores. These are actually stores which are situated close to your home for daily usage. Then we have supermarkets which called Перекресток. It's a separate brand, and in them, the customers are more middle class, more affluent customer base, and these are usually the top locations in neighborhood for customers to be able to exit. Also, we have our hypermarkets, the brand called Карусель, and these are the stores located in the shopping malls. So overall, being the biggest retailer in Russia, for example, in third quarter, we had 1.2 billion customers attending our stores. I would say that we have the mass segment, and we cover all segments of Russian customers.
Okay, so mass segment, you cover all sectors of Russian customers. U.S. sanctions on Russia, I know that they might not directly affect your business, but how confident are you in Russia's economy, consumer sentiment, withstanding those sanctions in terms of how that affects your business?
Well, actually, we were just, talking between us, and we know that X5 on the market is for 25 years, and in Russia, it's usually not a very, positive situation. So we're able, to work with it. We're able to adapt to the economic situation. We're able, to adapt to the situation on the market, and still to have the best proposition for our clients in terms of.
But have you seen a difference in your clients' behavior at all in consumer patterns?
Well, we see that, for the last several years, consumers are more price-oriented, promo-oriented. So we need to have the best offering and the best prices. And, we're prepared to do that. We're successful in doing that. And our results, which we just issued for the third quarter, are, very showing these trends. So overall, we grew by 17.6% in our revenue, and our traffic is positive. At the same time, our gross margin grew by 91 basis points to overall, bringing the overall EBITDA margin up to 7.4%. Actually, we're the fastest growing. We're the fastest growing food retailer in Russia, at the same time showing and able to maintain stable margins. And it's very important for us to ensure that return on investment and will be stable for the future. So that's probably the most important thing we want to tell to our investors today at our Capital Markets Day.
Okay. All right, Svetlana, thanks so much for joining us. Svetlana Demyaškevich there joining us. She's the Chief Financial Officer of X5 Group.